In today's video, we're going to walk you through how to track every type of conversion inside Google Ads, which includes form submissions on your landing page, phone calls from your landing page, calls from call only ads, and calls from call extensions or your call asset. Because if you're trying to generate leads through any of the methods that I just mentioned and you do not have conversion tracking set up accurately, then it's impossible to make any progress in improving your overall campaign. And if it is something that needs to be fixed, then I wouldn't recommend spending any more money on Google Ads until it is fixed, because it's the most important thing to make sure you have in place to continuously improve the performance of your campaign so that you're feeding the right data to Google at all times. So we're going to start out with setting up form submission conversion tracking first. And we're going to start by going to goals here on the left and going to conversions and then summary, which will bring us to the conversion summary table. And this is where we're going to set up the conversion actions for all of the types of conversions we're looking to track. And we're going to press create conversion action then, and then website, because we're looking to track form submissions. And now what we want to do now is go get the actual URL of the landing page that we want to be able to track form submissions for. So we're going to come back to the website builder or landing page software that you used to make your landing page or website, and we're going to take the URL of the landing page and we're going to put that in here, which will allow Google to scan the domain. And what we're going to do now is come down here to create conversion actions manually. So we want to add a conversion action manually, and then under goal and action optimization, we're going to go with submit lead form because we're tracking form submissions. And then you can call this whatever you like. We usually like to call it landing page form submission, and we're just going to call it for video for the sake of this. And now for value, then we want to go with do not use a value, as it makes more sense to use a value when you're tracking conversions from actual sales. But when you're tracking leads, you don't need to use a value. And for count, you want to just go with 1, because if the same person fills out the form on the landing page twice, you don't want to count that as 2 separate leads. And then under click through conversion window, then you can keep this as 30 days if you like. It means that for the next 30 days, if the same person fills out the form again, they're not going to be considered a new lead. But if, for example, 31 days later they filled out the form again, then they can be considered a new lead because they might be looking to get another one of your services or the same service done again. And then everything else, engage view conversion window, view true conversion window, attribution, and enhanced conversions, you can keep that all the same and just press done, and then press save and continue, and then you can just press done again. And now what we've done is we've done the initial setup of our conversion action for form submission tracking. And as you can see here under status, it says inactive, meaning we're obviously not tracking conversions yet. So what we want to do now is actually make sure we're tracking these conversions. And to do that, we're going to go to tag setup. And there's multiple different ways you do this. But if you're using a landing page software, for example, we always recommend installing the tag yourself because we've just found it easier to use than Google Tag Manager. But we are going to use Google Tag Manager to track phone calls, which I'll show you in just a moment. But to actually track these form submissions, we're going to install the tag ourselves, and we're just going to copy the Google tag first of all. And we're going to come back to our landing page software then. We use Landingly, and one of the main reasons we use it as our landing page software is because it makes conversion tracking just so easy to set up. And if you're using any other landing page software, it's just a lot easier than a regular website builder, for example, WordPress, and setting up conversion tracking. But regardless of the builder you're using, you should have the option to go to JavaScript code where you can add a new script. And what we're going to do is paste this tag in here straight away. And we're going to just call this Google tag and just say again for video. And for position, then we're going to go ahead. And for page, we're going to go both, and then press add script. And now what we want to do is go to add new script because we have to add the event snippet next. So under event snippet, we want to keep this as page load, meaning this tag will only fire when somebody goes to the thank you page of our landing page after somebody fills out the form. So we can take this event snippet and then we can come back to our landing page builder and paste this tag in here, and we can call this event snippet, and then again for a video. For position and page this time it's going to be different, so we're going to go with body top, and on the page it's important that we only go with thank you page because we only want this to fire when somebody fills out the form and actually goes to the thank you page of our landing page. So now we're going to add new script. So now we've added both of our tags, and now what we want to do is make sure that this conversion tracking is actually working and sending the relevant conversion data to Google Ads anytime somebody fills out the form on our landing page. So what we want to do now is go to troubleshoot, press continue. We can enter in the landing page URL and then just press connect. So now you see here that our landing page should open automatically and that tag assistant should appear down here as well. And we don't want this to say that it's been fired automatically. So for example, when we fill out the form and it goes to our thank you page, we want to see a green tick down here to confirm that a conversion is only tracked when somebody actually fills out the form and goes to our thank you page. So we're just going to do that now and test it just to make sure that it's working. So when we press get a quote here, it'll bring us to the thank you page. And as you can see here now, it's saying our conversion action that we just made, conversion action is sending data. So we can just press finish now. And as you can see here now, it's saying this conversion action is sending data to Google Ads. So we can press close tag assistant. And you can see here now that the status of this conversion action changed from inactive to no recent conversions. And that's that. We know now that if somebody fills out the form on our landing page, that is tracked as a conversion inside Google Ads. And it's worth mentioning as well for all of your conversion tracking that you only need to set up this on one of your landing pages. Make sure that the phone calls and form submissions are being tracked on your first initial landing page, because if you're using multiple landing pages for each of the ad groups inside your campaign, you don't want to have to set up this from the very beginning over and over again. So you want to just do it once from the very beginning, and then you can duplicate out your landing page and make all the changes to your headlines and design and so on. But you know that you have your conversion tracking already set up from the initial landing page that you duplicated. Now, there's a few types of phone call conversion actions that we can track. The first one being if somebody wants to call you directly from your call extension. And these, along with the call only ad conversion actions, are really easy to set up. But to track phone calls from your call extension, we can go to assets down here, as they are now called and not just extensions. And what you want to do inside assets then is come to call. And we just press the blue plus icon then to add a new call asset. And to simply add a call asset or call extension to our campaign, for those of you that don't know, when somebody sees your ad on mobile, they can see your mobile number or your phone number directly below the ad, and it just gives them the opportunity to call directly if they already know that they need what you offer. And they're really useful to have because usually those that call you directly from your ads are going to convert at the highest rate because they're the ones that need the job done the most. So they're really important to have, if especially if you're a service-based business running ads on mobile phones. So what we want to do now is, just for the sake of this video, we'll use the example phone number here, but you obviously want to make sure that you have your actual country and your actual phone number that you're using in place here. And it's as simple as, going to create new, adding it at the campaign level because you don't want to have to add this to every ad group separately. So campaign level, create new, country and phone number. And we don't need to worry about conversion action yet because we just have to set it up. But that's all we have to do to actually make the call asset itself. And what we want to do to actually track calls from this call asset is come back to the conversion summary table again, and we want to go to create new conversion action and go to phone calls. And this time we're going to go to calls from ads using call assets or call ads and press continue. And we can call this call from call asset. So you can name your conversion actions whatever you like, whatever way you can distinguish it. But usually we like to just name the type of conversion action that it is and maybe the name of the campaign as well. So we can just call it for video in this case. And then for value again, as we mentioned, we don't want to use a value. We can keep the count as 1. We can reduce the call length from 60 seconds down to 1 or even 0 seconds, depending on what you like. It basically means that we can track every call that comes in as a conversion, because even if you get a missed call, for example, or a call that only lasts a couple of seconds in length, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's not a valid lead. And you don't need to have a call that lasts over 60 seconds to consider them an actual lead for your business. And we want to be telling Google to try and get us as many phone calls as possible. And that's why we generally prefer to have our call length down to 1 or 0 seconds, but that's just completely up to yourself. And under click-through conversion window and attribution, then you can keep those both as is and then just press create and continue. And it's as simple as that. We've made our actual conversion action for the call from the call asset. So all we have to do now is press done, and we just need to go back to assets again to add this conversion action to the phone call extension we just made. So back to assets again, back to call. We go back into the call asset that we just made, and all we have to do to make sure conversion tracking is working for this call asset is under conversion action here. We just change it from the standard conversion action that Google gives us to the call from call asset for video conversion action that we just made, and press save. Now, if you're looking to get calls directly from your ad, but you actually have call only ads in place rather than your call asset, then now we're going to show you how to set up your conversion tracking from your call only campaign, which is more or less the exact same process as setting up tracking from your call asset. So firstly, we just go back into the conversion summary table again. And what we want to do is just make a new conversion action that we are going to add to the call only ads that we've already made. So what we want to do first of all is press create conversion action, and again go to phone calls, and it's the same conversion action as well, calls from ads using call assets or call ads, which we're using in this case. So we press continue, and again we can just call this whatever we like. So we'll just do call from call only ads or video, and value we don't want to use a value, count stick with 1, call length down to 1 second, click through conversion window and attribution keep the same, press create and continue. And now we've set up our conversion action just like that. And all we have to do to actually add this conversion action to our ads is simply go to the ads that we've already made. And I'll just show you an example of actually adding this to the ad now. So these are ads we're actually already running, so we're not going to change the conversion action to the one we just made. But as you can see here, we have call from call only ad for video that we just made, and we can change that conversion action to the conversion action that we just made. And that's all you need to do to have conversion tracking set up for calls from your call only ads, which, as you saw, was more or less the exact same process as setting up conversion tracking from your call asset or extension that we just showed. And now what we're going to do, which is a little bit more complex than setting up calls from your call asset and actually requires a few more steps, is setting up when somebody calls from the phone number that's displayed on your landing page. So again, the process is just going to your conversion summary table again. So we're going to add a new conversion action, go to phone calls, but for this time we're going to go to calls to a phone number on your website and press continue. And we're going to call this one calls from landing page. And for value, then we can just go don't use a value, count, choose 1. And for the phone number, then what's really important about setting this one up is that your phone number needs to be displayed exactly how it's displayed on your landing page. So we're going to go back to our landing page just to see how our phone number is displayed on there. So that way we can make sure it's exactly the same as what we have here. So as we can see here, as this is just a templated landing page that I used for video tutorials, we just have a random number entered in here with the Irish country code in front of it. So what we can do is take how the actual number is displayed on our landing page, which is the 087-123-4321, and we can come back here, enter in the country that matches with the phone number on our landing page as well, enter in the phone number, and the display number then can be the same as the number we enter in here. Call length then the same as the others. We like to just use 1 second. Click through conversion window you can keep as 30 days, and attribution keep the same as well. So we create and continue. And now to install the tag, we're going to use Google Tag Manager for this one. And now we have a conversion ID and conversion label to work with. But first, we're going to show you what you need to do inside Google Tag Manager to actually set up this conversion tracking. So firstly, we want to go to tagmanager.google.com, and we're just going to go to create an account. We can call this for a video, and we can just change the country to the same country that you have your phone number from, and we can just call this for a video as well. And for target platform, then we can just go with web and press create, and then you want to just agree to this down here, press yes. And then what you'll get here is you'll get a head and body tag that you need to install on your landing page so that we're actually able to track these conversions. So that's the first thing we want to do, is copy the head tag first of all and go back to our landing page here where we have JavaScript code, and we can add new script, and we can call this head tag for a video. And position, then we can go head, and page we can go both pages, and just copy and paste this tag in here. And now add script, and then we just have to do the same with the body tag as well. So body tag for video, but instead we want to go body bottom for the position, but we can also go with both for pages. So just paste the body tag, which is the other tag, in here then, and go add script. And once you've done that, then you can X out of this part here and go to tags, and under tags then we can go to new, and in tag configuration we can go to Google Ads, and Google Ads calls from website conversion. And now the displayed phone number to replace is also the exact same phone number that's on our landing page, so we want to make sure it's the exact same. So we'll get our displayed phone number from here again, and then we go back to Google Ads to get our conversion ID and conversion label, which you can see here inside Google Ads itself. And once you have both of those pasted in, then all we have to do is go to triggering, and we can go with all pages and then press save. And you can leave this as is, but you can call it whatever you like, but we can just leave it as Google Ads calls from website conversion. Press save. So we have that tag set up. And now what we also want to do as well is set up a conversion linker, which is as simple as just selecting conversion linker, going down to triggering, all pages, and pressing save again. And all you have to do then is just press submit and publish and continue. And then what we want to do is go to back to workspace and then go to preview. And in Google Tag Assistant, then what we want to do is copy in the URL of our landing page. So we'll go back to our landing page software to grab our landing page URL again, paste that in and press connect. And what you'll see here is that the landing page again will open automatically. And what you want to see to know that phone calls are going to be tracked is that both of the tags that we've just made are fired when our landing page opens here. So the tags that are fired are the Google Ads calls from website conversion and conversion linker, so that we know if anyone clicks on our ad and calls the phone number on our landing page, that these phone calls will actually be tracked as conversions inside Google Ads. And again, all we have to do is press finish and continue, and we can leave Tag Assistant now. We know that once our tags are fired, that calls from our landing pages are going to be tracked. And it's worth mentioning here as well that our calls from landing page conversion action and our call conversion actions in general usually stay inactive even a while after setting up the conversion action initially. But you will notice that within a few hours that the status of this conversion action will change to no recent conversions. So even though we successfully set up our conversion tracking here, it's not going to change from inactive straight away, just in case you're wondering after setting it up. So those are all of the types of conversion tracking you need to be aware of if you're looking to generate as many leads as possible for your Google Ads campaign. Now, if you do have any questions about anything we went through inside this video, feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you are a service-based business looking for help with this or looking to refine your own campaigns, feel free to have a look at the link in the description. And if you do like this Google Ads related content as well, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as we'll be posting all things related to Google Ads here daily. And hopefully we'll see you inside the next video.